was right.
Howie Roseman, GM of the Eagles, does it again. He just landed Jalen Phillips from Miami, good edge rusher for a third-round pick. Now he's a pending free agent. If he leaves, they'll get a compensatory third-round pick. So I've said for years, aggressive wins in sports, and everybody's talking about the Philadelphia offense. They're 23rd in sacks. This is what separates Philadelphia from a lot of the Cincinnatis of the world. They are willing. They are on call 365 days a year to make a deal. And this is a deal the day before the deadline, and it solves an issue that nobody's talking about. You better get to Stafford if you want to beat him. You better get to Goff if you want to beat him. Philly's Howie Roseman goes out and makes a deal.
Gio and Phillips reuniting. Also miss me with this nonsense. If you want to beat the Rams, you got to get the Golf. If you want to beat G, no, man. If the Lions want to beat the Eagles, if the Rams want to beat the Eagles, they have to do something. Stop flipping this around. Who's the reigning Super Bowl champions? Who's the reigning Super Bowl MVP? What are we talking about right now? What are we talking about right now? J.J. McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings just beat the Detroit Lions. Like, can we stop? Who beat the Los Angeles Rams this season? You tell me. I wasn't watching that game. Tell me who won. Who won? My goodness. Crazy. I'm excited to see what other moves they make. Maybe these are all the moves. I'm not a GM. I'm not High Roseman. The MO, the most I ever say about making moves, I'm like, they need another piece on defense. They need someone else on offense. Maybe a receiver that's as deep as I get. That's as deep as I get. I don't know how to make the math work. I have no idea what round pick someone should be worth. Like, neither do we all invent it and make it up. We got no idea, man. I seriously, everyone loves, I would offer him $110 million for 3 years and $1, and it's like, oh, would you? Is that what you would offer him? I mean, listen, and I'm all for everyone just sharing their opinions. Like, I preach that a lot. I think it's totally a fair game to be like, oh, they should have ran here instead of throw. You know, it's just like we're all, you know, that's what makes sports awesome. But like, you know, Harry Roseman gets after it, and that is the thing that I just have the utmost respect for the Philadelphia Eagles. They just are relentless, and they keep doing everything they can to win. And it's why I'm so harsh on teams like the Jacks, the Panthers, the Browns, even teams like the Cowboys who have been competitive over the years. But it's just like, you're not taking that next move. You're not taking that next swing. You're not doing that next trade to really push you over the hump. It's why I criticize the Bills. It's why I criticize the Ravens, and it's why the Eagles deserve tremendous amount of credit for that. They're always relentless, and it's what the fans expect. They are the definition of keep up or get left behind, perform or be gone. You are or you aren't. It's the way it works. This is what I always say when talking to Dallas Cowboys fans. It's like, you really think the Eagles would have been rolling with Garrett or McCarthy and Dak for all these? No, man. They'd move on. They'd say goodbye. Not good enough. They'd also build better teams and make better decisions, but you think they're just going to keep running it back with the same old cast of characters. Like, well, next year it's going to be different. Why? Because why? Because why? They make moves, and I love it. I mean, it's great to see. It's great to see, and I do think it's going to be competitive. I'm like speaking tongue-in-cheek about the Lions and the Rams because those are going to be tough games. Absolutely, undeniably. And who knows how the playoffs are going to shake? Who knows who's going to have the first round bye, home field advantage, all that good stuff. Who's going to be the healthiest, right? A.J. Brown in the lineup. Is he? Is he in Puka? Is he in the lineup? Who knows? Devontae? I mean, like, you know, I'm not going to try to predict that stuff right now, but I think this was a great pickup, and, you know, Fangio is given his blessing as well, and that is the benefit. I talked about this last year. That is the benefit of having someone like Angio in the building because when you have coaching that is experienced and someone that you can truly trust, you're going to work with the GM. You're going to have that dynamic. You're going to have that relationship. You're going to understand what is needed, what is necessary, what is optimal, what is possible. And when you don't have an established coach, like if you don't think Fangio, or excuse me, if you don't think Spags and Andy and, ownership and GM, V and whatnot are going to be working with them, like absolutely. And Howie has not he's had a little bit of that over the years because he keeps getting young coordinators and whatnot. But having a Fangio specifically, I promise you, they are having real eye-to-eye, man-to-man conversations about what is needed, again, what is possible, what is optimal. They're having real conversations, and it goes an incredibly long way, and it's why you can make other, less obvious decisions. So, you love to see it? Absolutely. Excited to see where it goes. Excited to see what other moves they have. I think, obviously, still the core of this Eagles team is who they are, but if there's any room for elevation, if their defense can return to, you know, closer to what it was last season, and their offense can continue to grow and evolve and, improve that O-line and improve the run game and, keep Jalen settled and comfortable and A.J. Brown and Devontae and Dallas all being happy. It's like, they are the team. They are the reigning Super Bowl champions. So lots of moves right now. I think when you have other moves, it's always a little bit harder to see outside of like these big splash plays like the Rams getting Von Miller and OBJ or something. Or in the offseason, bringing in Saquon Barkley. Mid-season trades sometimes are amazing, sometimes they're not. Sometimes you think, okay, this is going to be great. And then they're just like non-existent, right? Like you don't really know. Obviously, the Eagles with Phillips and Jair Alexander, it's just you got to just see how it all shapes up. But at least they're making moves. At least they're making decisions, and you got to always respect that. Win or lose, right or wrong, they're making moves. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Philadelphia Eagles, their movement coming up to the trade deadline? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much.